that's the thing, like, mate, I'm so far from the best fisherman. Like, you know, I'm somewhere between the worst fisherman of all time and the best fisherman. Probably a lot closer to the worst fisherman. I'm Ned McHenry. What do? I play footy for work, do a lot of fishing outside of that. That's probably my biggest passion.
He's a good skipper. He just relies on blokes like me and Tommy Cleary to do all the hard work after that. We're baiting, catching and cleaning.
Mate, we're at Starkey's house, which probably isn't enough info, but we're on the northwest coast of Kangaroo Island in South Australia. One of the most beautiful places in the world. I just love the trip. Like, I love the adventure. I love getting a few blokes together and getting in the boat and packing some gear and having a crack. And that's what it's all about. And that's what, you know, the trips like what we did today are all about. Yeah, so Tommy Cleary and Tom Jonas. Tom Jonas used to be the captain of Port Adelaide. Tommy Cleary's now, well, he's a player at Port Adelaide. I'm obviously a player at the Crows, so it's a little bit weird. Anyone who knows footy knows that there's a bit of a rivalry there. So some people think, what the hell is going on? But we're good mates off the field, but on the field we don't like each other. Here he is, man versus wild with 2 more crays. Mate, it's just out of control. Starkey's here. Tommy Jonas brought 2 bottles of wine. I think Starkey's already had 1. He's just got no interest in fishing. We're supposed to be out fishing about an hour ago and they're already 2 bottles deep. Yeah, this morning we had a bit of a mission. We wanted to get some squid first up, and they were bloody big for some reason. Started pulling in traffic cones and no, it was actually really, really good. And then we chopped up that for some bait. I didn't have too much trouble getting on the whiting. At least someone knows what they're doing around here. And then moved out a little bit wider. And to be honest, it was a bit slow with some of the bottom fishing. Probably gave it an hour or 90 minutes and we got some snapper, didn't we, and a few bits and pieces, but it was a little bit slow. So then we started pulling up great pods. Kangaroo Island style, this is what we do. Seafood banquet. You bring big, strong boys to come out and pull your pots for you. Well done, big fella. Yeah, I always have had Shimano. I've been a Shimano man since I was a kid. I started with Shimano, and if you have a love for a product and a brand and it doesn't let you down, there's no reason to kind of go anywhere else. So, like, you were laughing at me. I think these rods were made in like 2006, but these were some of the first rods I had as a kid when I started earning a little bit of pocket money, and I still got them. The Shimano 702 snapper rods and Siennas, so I muck around with them. And as I've kind of gotten a little bit more into my fishing, I've gotten up into some nicer kind of offshore gear, like the nice Stradics here and Torium. So always been a Shimano man for some reason, and certainly wouldn't go anywhere else now. Mate, we always laugh. Like, the Siennas are so good, particularly with like some of those lighter fish that aren't necessarily taking huge amounts of drag. Like, I'm a believer in, if you can get an $80, $90 reel of that quality that's gonna last you that long, like, it's a no-brainer. So I love the Siennas for all the lighter stuff. And as I said, once we get into the kingies and the tuna and stuff, I like to up my gear a little bit with Stradics, and we've got a few Stellas and a few bits and pieces. And then for the barrels, obviously I've got a nice set of Tiagras too, which probably mean why I can't afford any of the better lighter gear. But yeah, something about Shimano, it works, it doesn't let you down, and it's a good brand. So a lot of the reels we use are Saragosas. So 6,000 Saragosas, 8,000 Saragosas for kingies and for tuna. When we're throwing top water, it's mainly Shimano Anthems and those kind of reels. And then for all my jigging stuff, I've got Therese jigging rods and a few grapplers too. So in terms of wrestling kingies out of some of the ledges that we've been over here, you need good gear. And the beauty is, I think you get lighter gear now that's still really capable of pulling big fish out of pretty rocky country. All my lines Power Pro as well. And then in terms of lures, I love running the Halco Laser Pros out here for tuna. They're such a reliable lure that's just ready to run straight out of the box. Occasionally I'll swap over to singles just for fish health and stuff, but tell you what, those straight out of the box with trebles just run better than most lures, I reckon, for hard bodies. So I've got a Northbank 650 hardtop. I originally got a 6 metre when I was 19 and got drafted over here. That was my big boat, and then transitioned up into the hardtop. All right, so this is my cabin. I didn't get the infill, but the infill is an option. Reason being because we throw a lot of jerrys and stuff like that up there in the front on trips like we've done recently with the captain, and sleep 2 guys up the front. Usually we roll swags out down the deck, but yeah, heaps of storage. Got the beautiful U-deck in here too. Keeping it all in and out is this beautiful roller door. So elite. So helm and dash, twin Garmin units. These are the XSV 8410 side by side. Had Garmin in the last boat, slowly working out how to use it properly. 2 units there, and then have the 1 kilowatt through hull transducer, 175 high wide. So in terms of dash layout, I wanted all my switches up as much as possible. So I designed everything to be either here or the wiper switch, which I use the most. I wanted that up high because in the last boat I had some shit down here and it was like my head was down and I just wanted everything up as much as possible. So that's why I tried to get everything up in the dash with all my switches, anchor winch obviously, and trim tabs. Twin seats, these are just the normal Northbank seats, but they're fucking really, really good, comfortable seats. I went the stainless steel frame so I can get eskies and get stuff up there and clear out the deck as much as possible. All the U-deck flooring throughout here, and then obviously, as I said, big, nice, wide gunnels too. I love these gunnels because you can get your feet in nice and close as well, like a lot of fiberglass boats. If you're fighting a fish, you want to get up and lock in pretty hard there. I hate those boats that run straight down and you feel like you're away from the side of the boat. So side door, a little bit more storage in there too. Bang, that's like NASA grade. See, bang, suction. Moving back, live well, and really happy to have that up near the bait board too, because it becomes a bit of a bait station when you're rigging live baits and stuff, everything's close. Back transom door too, that's handy. I don't use it as much now that I've got the side door, but it's nice to have. And then obviously goes down to a ladder and down to our beautiful Merc, the V8. V8 250, that's what this boat's rated to. So max horsepower on the hull. We get about 82, 83 Ks per hour max speed, and cruise along at around kind of 44 Ks an hour, burning just under or around 40 litres an hour. Usually about 38, kind of 39 litres an hour. So pretty happy with that. Some more rod holders and stuff, and then we've got the rocket launchers too, up the top of the hard top. It's just a no fuss, Australian built, hardcore fishing boat, and I love it. So as you can probably see, there's a man behind who we call Starkey. And he's got this place. It's like 200 acres on the coast of KI. No one knows how he got it or what he did to get it, but he's got it.
We take all sorts here, even football players, you know, retired ones even. So yeah, this is our kitchen. And then we go through, we're just doing some little renos out the back here. Bedroom there, bedroom here, bedroom, and then we got this tricky little bathroom out the back. Have you seen that? Yeah, well, Dunk's wife did the compass and the bits, but yeah, we put all this down. And it must have been bored, didn't it?
Have you had anyone famous here other than Ned McHenry?
Tom Cleary, I reckon, he's the next one. Then we've had some infamous people.
Darcy Burn-Jones.
Oh, Darcy Burn-Jones, we've had him here. We've had Zach Butters, he came for a look. Yeah, so, and Ollie Wines, he came. What's going on? Blind Freddie can see that, mate. There's eggs, calamari and bacon, you know.
Breakfast of champions.
And crayfish, one just over. So that's the efforts for this morning, you know.
And he's got this aluminium boat that's been eaten out by rats, and it's just a massive piece of shit, but he catches more fish than most blokes. He's got about 40 crays in the buckets here over a week, but he's one of the best blokes ever, and we love pulling up and having a yarn with him. Me as a footballer, I suppose I'm probably maybe a little bit like I am personally, how people would describe me. Probably high energy, hopefully a little bit of a hard worker. I try and do my best and put my best foot forward. So yeah, obviously a smaller type of player. It's hopefully high pressure, high tackle, high work rate, and then, you know, when I get an opportunity to try and use the ball, that's hopefully my strengths, but that's when I get it right. I don't always get it right. In terms of the best fisherman, Basher Hooley used to be pretty good. I tagged Basher Hooley once at Metricon in the Gold Coast during the COVID year. It was my job to literally tag him. And I was just talking to him about his new Bass Strait pretty much the whole time. He catches a few fish, but he's not playing anymore. Jeremy Cameron's very entertaining. Love watching his videos. Paddy Dangerfield, obviously, he gets out. He's got some beautiful boats. So yeah, probably those guys. Very, very lucky. Like, there's demands of an AFL player that are unique. Obviously, we've got to be, you know, fit and strong and ready to perform, but we also get a little bit of time off, and we get reasonable work-life balance. So we're very lucky outside of obviously playing and training. We get time to follow our passion and do what we want to do, and for me, that's fishing. So as long as it's not impacting footy, then I kind of get the green light to do it as much as I can. And for me, it's such a great outlet. Like, I find it's actually beneficial for my footy compared to the other way, most of the time.